So, it's graduation season, and that brings up a lot of mixed feelings for me, and I feel like I've been wanting to make this video for years now, and it is the story of why I did not go to music school. Out here in LA, that's like one of the leading lines that everybody always asks is like, where'd you go to school? Who'd you study with? Did you go to music school? And my answer is no, I did not go to music school. I did not go to conservatory. I did not study at a proper facility, if you will. And for those of you who don't know, my background is in classical violin. I started at the age of 3.5 and I took private lessons for about 15 years. And then I also dabbled in other styles. It all just kind of branched out from there, and I just didn't stop. And now here I am, finally finding my voice and finding my community years later. I just wanted to take a minute to talk about my experience with music school. To make kind of a long story short, I really wanted to go. My eldest brother graduated from the Berklee College of Music in 2008, and I always really looked up to him. I thought that what he did was so cool. And then I did a Berklee string camp when I was like 15 or 16, and I totally fell in love with the campus, and it was amazing, and I wanted to go so bad. I was dead set. In fact, when I applied to colleges, I only applied to Berklee and one other school, and it was like my safety backup plan state school thing. I got in, and I even got a little bit of a scholarship from them. I put down my security deposit and everything, and then I remember one day my dad walked into the room and he had to sit me down, and he basically had to tell me that no matter how my parents ran the numbers, there was just no way that we could afford it. Even if we had taken out loans, my parents were the kind of people that are still around. They're the kind of people that knew that putting me in that much debt for music was just not a good idea. And I was very depressed for a good period of time after that, and I really struggled because I opted to do a gap year, and I stayed in my hometown. All my friends had gone off to school. But now, fast forward a couple years later, it's graduation season. I was supposed to have graduated college 2 years ago now. And not going to music school was the best thing I have ever done, truthfully. And it has been a very hard road. I'm not saying that it's the easier option, but what I did instead is I moved to a city where I knew I could grow, and where I knew I could learn, and where I knew I could find people to learn from. And I made myself vulnerable. I asked for help, and I lucked out with the people that I met out here, and I found really good mentors. And even if they're not directly teaching me one-on-one, even just watching these professionals work is worth it. My kind of 2 cents on music school is that if you're looking to be a professional in the industry, like if you're looking to be like a studio player, an engineer, if you're looking to do film scoring, composing, video game scoring, whatever, and you don't have an extensive training in music, then music school may be the option for you. But if you're trying to be a creative or an artist or just a really good player, find a teacher, pay them their hourly, study with them once a week, practice. That's really all there is to it, and you save tens of thousands of dollars in the meantime. With all of this production stuff, all of this electronic production, this is a field that my skills have almost nothing to do with, and it's been really hard to kind of unlearn some of the mindsets of classical music when trying to make hip-hop infused synthy jams and stuff. But I found the people out here that I wanted to learn from, and I hit them up and I took lessons with them. And a lot of them were generous enough to like give me a bunch of their time and resources. And then other ones I paid out of pocket to study with, but still those lessons were invaluable. Now, I'm not going to pretend that it's not hard. Being a musician in any circumstance is hard. Without getting too into detail, I've given up a lot to pursue music. relationships, friendships, my hometown, my parents, my dog. I don't see any of them anymore. I live very, very far away from where I'm from. But I knew I had to do it, and so I did. So now I'm here. And that's why I think I'm so happy to be open with you guys and honest and show you my process, because I wouldn't be here without certain YouTube videos. I definitely wouldn't be here without certain mentors and instructors. That's why I'm happy to share it with you, is I want everybody to have that opportunity no matter what their financial circumstances are. That being said, for those of you who kind of follow me on Instagram and stuff, you'll know that I opened up my roster for private lessons. So I'm doing one-on-one coaching for people who want to like get a second ear on some of their production stuff, if they want some advice on mixing, mastering, some of the technical stuff. If you think there's anything that you can learn from this channel that I don't explain in my videos, hit me up. I'll put my email down in my description, and I'll send you a survey and you can let me know where you're at, and I'm super happy to help you guys out. It's been really fun so far, getting to hear your music. and I love that. I love building up communities. I love building up other producers. I love watching people progress, and I love those aha moments. I mean, teaching is like one of my favorite things, and that's why I continue to do it as a day job, is teaching music. Yeah, so on the college note, for those of you who are watching that are contemplating going to music school and you just don't know what to do yet, my advice to you is that you're gonna do what you need to do, whether or not that involves college. You can have a lot of the things that college offers without actually going to college and taking on all of that debt. You can have the network, you can have the skills, you can have all of the knowledge. You can even have the same professors. You just reach out to them privately and take lessons with them. And when there's a drive, there's a way to make it work, honestly. But you have to know that it's never gonna be easy. If you think it is gonna be easy, you might want to reconsider professions, but it is very rewarding. That being said, I'm sorry I haven't posted recently. My car was involved in an accident. Everybody's okay, but it was stressful. I quit another job of mine recently, so there's that. I have a show coming up in Pomona at the DBA bar on May 24th, so if you're in the area, please come through. It's gonna be a really good time. It's my second show of the year. I'm getting really close to solidifying these final tracks for this beat tape, which should be coming out in the next couple months. And I will do a video on the OP1, but in the meantime, I'm going to the East Coast for a week. I'm gonna be in the middle of the woods. I don't want to talk to anybody. Just kidding. Hit me up. But I'm not gonna be filming any videos while I'm there. So anyway, I think that's just about it. I don't know. I feel like I left out a lot of details there, but I gotta go.